Hi friends, welcome to my channel Mathematics Idea. This video is also available in Hindi. यह वीडियो हिंदी में भी उपलब्ध है. If you are directly viewing this channel and this video, then I will suggest you to go through my presentation structure first. Okay, it is available in my introduction video. Today we are at workshop 5. In this workshop 5, we will discuss the miscellaneous exercise on the matrices. Okay, this is workshop 5 of the matrices and we will discuss miscellaneous exercise of NCERT in this workshop 5. Okay, now let's get started. In this question, it's given that A is a 2 by 2 matrix and the 2 by 2 matrix is 0, 1, 0, 0. Then we have to show that AI plus BA to the power of n equal to A to the power of ni plus n A to the power of n minus 1 BA. Okay, this is what we have to show. So such type of the problems will be solved by using principle of mathematical induction. Okay, principle of mathematical induction I had already completed. Please go through those classes and the introduction of principle of mathematical induction to understand how to solve it. So what we will do in principle of mathematical induction, first we will see that whether check, this is our check statement, okay, P1. So P1 we will check whether it is true or not. In the place of n we have to put 1. So in the place of n we will put 1 over there. So we will get LHS, which is AI plus BA. This is our LHS. Now let's move on to our RHS. Our RHS will be A to the power of 1i plus 1 into A to the power of 1 minus 1 BA. This is equal to AI plus A to the power of 1 minus 1 is A to the power of 0, which is nothing but 1. So AI plus BA. Okay, so LHS equal to RHS. That means initial check is done. Okay, so P1 is true. Now we have to assume that PM is also true. Okay, we have to assume that PM is also true. Then AI plus BA to the power of M equal to A to the power of MI plus M A to the power of M minus 1 BA. Okay, this is what is the PM we can deduce from the given equation. Okay, given equation in the form of n, power of n. Now we have to show that PM plus 1 is true. PM plus 1 is true. For that, first what will be my LHS? My LHS will be AI plus BA to the power of M plus 1. Okay, I have to show this LHS equal to RHS. So how my RHS will look like? I am writing it over here. RHS will be A to the power of M plus 1 I plus M plus 1 A to the power of M B A. So what I had done, in the place of n I had substituted M plus 1. So we have to come up with this RHS by using LHS. Okay, now let's do that. This will be AI plus BA to the power of M into AI plus BA. Okay, AI plus BA to the power of M plus 1 can be written as AI plus BA to the power of M into AI plus BA. Okay, now AI plus BA to the power of M you can substitute from this equation. It is A to the power of Mi plus M A to the power of M minus 1 BA. So you will substitute that. So it will be A to the power of Mi plus M A to the power of M minus 1 BA, and here it is AI plus BA. Okay, I will use this side of the board. Okay, so now let us expand this. Okay, now let us expand this. Then it will be a to the power of m plus 1 I, a to the power of m into a. So a to the power of m plus 1 it will become, and here it will be I. Okay, plus now you multiply with a over here, so you will get m, a to the power of m you will get, a to the power of m minus 1 into a to the power of m. Okay, and b into a into I. So a into I it will become a. I is identity matrix, so a into I it will become a. So we got it. Okay, next multiply b over here, so it will become b, a to the power of m, I into a, it will again become a. So it is b, a to the power of m, a. Now you multiply this with this, so it will become m, a to the power of m minus 1, b square, a square. Okay, b multiplied 2 times b square, a multiplied 2 times a square, and m a to the power of m minus 1, it will be here. Now what is my a square? So before going to that, we will write the entire step. M a to the power of m plus 1 I plus m a to the power of m. So here BA is common, so we will take BA common. Okay, so B and matrix A is common in this. Then a to the power of m is also common, so a to the power of m is common. So what is left inside? M plus 1. Okay, now what is a square? My a is 0 1 0 0, so my a square will be 0 1 0 0 0 1 0 0. First row, first column 0, first row, second column 0, second row, first column 0, second row, second column 0. So a square is 0. A square is a 0 matrix. So once a square is 0 matrix, so entire this term will become 0, right? Entire this term will become 0. So that's why we will leave it. So we got it as a to the power of m plus 1 I plus b a to the power of m plus 1. Same thing we had got a to the power of m plus 1 I plus a to the power of m to the power of m into m plus 1. So pm plus 1 is true. LHS we took and we had derived that it is equal to RHS, right? So pm plus 1 is true. That means our pn is true. Once pm plus 1 is true, what does that mean? What does that mean? That means that pn is true. So pn is true means my nth statement is also true. That means hence we had proved by our induction that pn is true. Okay, this completes first problem. Now let's move on to our second problem. Let's move on to question number 2. What question number 2 says? Question number 2 says that if A is a 3 by 3 matrix 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1, these are the 9 elements of this 3 by 3 matrix, then we have to prove that a to the power of n is 3 to the power of n minus 1, 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 and 3 to the power of n minus 1. This problem also we will prove by using principle of mathematical induction. Okay, so how to prove? First, let's check for P1. P1, if you put in LHS, it will be A, and if you put in RHS n equal to 1, then it will become 3 to the power of 0, 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 and 3 to the power of 0, which is nothing but 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. So this is equal to our A. Okay, So P1 is true. That means we will assume that Pm is also true. So what is our a to the power of m will be? A to the power of m will be 3 to the power of m minus 1, 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 3 to the power of m minus 1. This will be my Pm. Now let's go on to Pm plus 1. For Pm plus 1, what will be my LHS? LHS will be a to the power of m plus 1. In the place of n, I have to put m plus 1. In the place of n, I had to put m for Pm. So for Pm plus 1, I have to put m plus 1 in the place of n. So it will become a to the power of m into a. Okay. So what is my a to the power of m? A to the power of m is this 3 to the power of m minus 1, 3 to the power of m minus 1, 3 to the power of m minus 1, m minus 1, 3 to the power of 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 m minus 1. This is my a to the power of m. What is a? A will be 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. This is a. Okay. Now multiply first row with first column. 3 to the power of m plus m minus 1 plus 3 to the power of m minus 1 plus 3 to the power of m minus 1. 3 into 3 to the power of m minus 1. So you will get as 3 into 3 to the power of m minus 1. This result will be same for each and every element. For second row also it will, for first row and second column also it is same. First row and third column is also it is same. So it will be same. 3 into 3 to the power of m minus 1. 3 into 3 to the power of m minus 1. 3 into 3 to the power of m minus 1. 3 into 3 to the power of m minus 1. 3 into 3 to the power of m minus 1. 3 into 3 to the power of m minus 1. 3 into 3 to the power of m minus 1. 3 into 3 to the power of m minus 1. Okay. Now 3 into 3 to the power of m minus 1. It will become 3 to the power of m. Right? It will become 3 to the power of m. So it will be 3 to the power of m, 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 3 to the power of m. Okay. Further, this m, you can write it as m plus 1 minus 1. Okay. So it will become m plus 1 minus 1. Same with all. Minus 1, plus 1, 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 minus 1, and plus 1, minus 1. So 3 to the power of m can be written as 3 to the power of m plus 1 minus 1, right? So same thing I had written. Why I had written m plus 1 minus 1? Because I have to prove that in the place of n there is m plus 1 in the RHS, right? In the RHS I have to prove in the place of n there is m plus 1. So I had got the RHS of Pm plus 1. That means LHS I had took, I came into RHS. So LHS equal to RHS, that means Pm plus 1 is true. So that means Pm plus 1 is true. So if Pm plus 1 is true, that means Pn is true, right? So what is Pn? A to the power of n, 3 to the power of n minus 1, 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 and 3 to the power of n minus 1. This is my an statement, Pn statement, okay? So this is proved. That means Pn is true. Pn is true. Okay. So this completes second problem. Let's move on to third problem. Let's move on to problem number 3. What problem number 3 says that if A is a matrix 3 minus 4 1 minus 1, then we have to prove that A to the power of n will be 1 plus 2n minus 4n and 1 minus 2n. Okay, we have to prove that where n is a positive integer. Okay, so now let's get it started. Same principle of mathematical induction. First we will put P1. For P1, what is my LHS will be A. What will be my RHS? RHS will be 1 plus 2, 1 minus 4, 1 minus 2, which is 3 minus 4, 1 minus 1. So this is same as our A. So that means LHS equal to RHS. So P1 is true. So let's write our PM. PM will be A to the power of m equal to 1 plus 2m minus 4m m 1 minus 2m. This is my PM. What will be my PM plus 1 now? PM plus 1. LHS will be A to the power of m plus 1 equal to A to the power of m into A. What is A to the power of m for me? A to the power of m is this PM statement. I will write it over here. So it is 1 plus 2m minus 4m m 1 minus 2m into A. What is A now? 3 minus 4 1 minus 1. 3 minus 4 1 minus 1. So this is my A to the power of m into A. Are you getting? Okay. So now let's do the multiplication. Once we do the multiplication, we will get it as 3 plus 6m minus 4m. 3 plus 6m minus 4m. Okay. Now next column, first row, second column. So minus 4 minus 8m plus 4m. Okay. Now here it is 3m 1 minus plus 1 minus 2m. 3m plus 1 minus 2m, and 2 element will be minus 4m minus 1 plus 2m. Okay, so after multiplication we got this. Now 6m minus 4m 2m, so 3 plus 2m, so it will be 1 plus 2m plus 1. If you do 2m plus 1, it will be 2m plus 2 plus 1 3. So that there is 3 and 2m is there. Okay, so I am writing in the form of m plus 1 to get my RHS. So it will be 3 plus 2m. So 3 plus 2m can be written as 1 plus 2 m plus 1. Here it is minus 4m minus 4. So you take minus 4 common, then you will get minus 4m plus 1. It is minus 4 minus 4m, right? Minus 4 minus 4m. You take minus 4 common, you will get minus 4m plus 1. Correct? Okay. Now here it is 3m minus 2m, so it will become m. So it will become m plus 1. Here it is m plus 1. Here it is minus 1 minus 2m. So it is minus m minus 2m. So minus m minus 1 minus 2m can be written as 1 plus 1 minus 2 m plus 1. If you multiply minus 2 inside, you will get minus 2 plus 1, which is minus 1. So we are getting that minus 1 over here. And minus 4m plus 2m is minus 2m minus 2m, we got it. So you can see that my Pm plus 1 is also true. We are getting m plus 1 in the place of n. So that means P of m plus 1 is true. That means my Pn is true. Okay, my Pn is true by principle of mathematical induction. So my a to the power of n is 1 plus 2n minus 4n n 1 minus 2n if a is 3 minus 4 1 minus 1. Okay, Understood? This completes question number 3 over here. Now let's move on to problem number 4. So the fourth question is, if A and B are symmetric matrix, then we have to prove that AB minus BA is a skew symmetric matrix. What is a symmetric matrix? In which we will do the transpose, we will get the same matrix as original matrix. Okay, that means A dash equal to A. Such type of matrix is known as symmetric matrix. So B is also a symmetric, so B dash equal to B. Okay, B dash equal to B. When it is skew symmetric, when B dash equal to minus B, that case it is known as skew symmetric. So we have to show that AB minus BA is a skew symmetric. Means AB minus BA, if you do the transpose, then we will get BA minus AB. Okay, just we will get negative of what is there in original. So that we have to show. So let's do that. So first we have to take AB minus BA. Okay, so I will use my another marker. We will do AB minus BA transpose. Then it will be AB transpose minus BA transpose. Are you getting it? So it will become B transpose A transpose. So AB transpose is B transpose A transpose. Okay, AB transpose is minus A transpose B transpose. BA transpose is A transpose B transpose. These all things we had discussed in our detailed explanation classes. Okay, how AB transpose is B transpose A transpose. So you go through our detailed explanation for the further explanation. So B transpose is nothing but B, because B is a symmetric matrix. A is also a symmetric matrix, so A transpose is equal to A. So it will become BA minus AB, right? So it will become minus AB minus BA. Okay, so AB minus BA transpose is minus of AB minus BA. That means this is skew symmetric. This is the definition of a skew symmetric matrix. So that's why AB minus BA is a skew symmetric. Okay, skew symmetric matrix. Okay, AB minus BA is a skew symmetric matrix if A and B are symmetric matrix. Okay, this completes fourth problem. Let's move on to problem number 5. My fifth problem says A is a matrix 0, 2yz, xy minus z, x minus yz. If this is the A matrix and it is given that A dash into A is I, that means A transpose into A is I, then we have to find the values of x, y and z. What we have to do? We have to find the values of x, y and z by using this condition. So let's do that. So A transpose into A, what will be? This is my A. So what will be my A transpose? My A transpose will be A 2y z x x minus y minus z z and y. So this will be my A transpose. Earlier rows will become columns and columns will become rows. Okay, so this is my A transpose. What is my A? A is 0, 2y z x y minus z x minus y z. This is my A. So this is A transpose into A. Now this is equal to I, means 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. This is what is the problem condition, that A transpose into A is I. Okay, now let's do the let's do the multiplication of A transpose into A. So first you will get it as 2x square. Second column, it is 0, xy minus xy, it will become 0. 0 minus xz plus xz, 0. 0, xy minus xy, 0. 4y square plus y square plus y square. So it is 6y square. 4y square plus y square plus y square, 6y square. 2yz minus yz minus yz. So 2yz minus 2yz, it is 0. z0 minus zx plus zx, 0. 2yz minus yz minus yz, 0. Z square plus z square plus z square, 3z square. So this is the product of these two matrices, and it will become 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. Now comparing these two, we will come up with 2x square equal to 1, right? 2x square is equal to 1. That means x equal to plus or minus 1 by root 2. Correct? 2x square equal to 1. So x square equal to 1 by 2. X equal to plus or minus 1 by root 2. Similarly, 6y square equal to 1. That means y equal to plus or minus 1 by root 6. Now come to the z. Z will be 3z square equal to 1. So z equal to plus or minus 1 by root 3. Okay. So these are the values of x, y and z. X equal to plus or minus 1 by root 2. Y equal to plus or minus 1 by root 6. Z equal to plus or minus 1 by root 3. This completes our fifth problem. Let's move on to problem number 6. Let's move on to problem number 6. Problem number 6 is, for what value of x does this multiplication is equal to 0? What is the value of x if this multiplication will be equal to 0? So my row matrix is there 1 2 1. After that there is a 3 by 3 matrix 1 2 0, 2 0 1, 1 0 2, and there is one column matrix 0 2 x. So if we multiply this, what will be the value of x such that this entire multiplication will be 0? This is what the problem is. So first let's multiply this row matrix with this matrix. Then first row, first column. So it will become 1 plus 4 plus 1. So it is 6. 1 plus 4 plus 1, 6. After that, it is 6. After that, another 1, 2 is 2. 2 zeros are 0, 1 zeros are 0. 1 0 0, 2 1 are 2, and another one is 4. So this is the multiplication of first two matrices 0 to x equal to 0. Okay. Now multiply this with this, then you will get 4 plus 4x equal to 0. 6 zeros are 0, 2 2s are 4, so I took 4. 4 into x, 4x equal to 0. Okay. So 4 plus 4x equal to 0. That means x equal to minus 1. So value of x is minus 1. For the value of x equal to minus 1, this entire multiplication will become 0. Okay. This completes problem number 6. Let's move on to problem number 7. My seventh problem is, find the value of x if this row matrix x minus 5 1 multiplied with this 3 by 3 matrix, and after that multiplied with this column matrix is equal to 0. Okay, then we have to find the value of x. Okay, now let's multiply this column matrix with this 3 by 3 matrix. So we will x1 is x minus 5 0 0 minus 1 into 2 minus 2. So x minus 2 will be the first element. Now x 0 is 0 minus 5, it will become 10. So it is minus 10. Okay, and minus 1 0 is 0. X over there, so it will become 2x minus 5 minus 3, it will become minus 8, and here it is x 4 1 equal to 0. Okay, any doubt? What we had done, we had multiplied these two matrices first. So this is 1 by 3 matrix and this is 3 by 3 matrix. So resultant will be 1 by 3 matrix. So this is that 1 by 3 matrix we had come up with. Now we will multiply these two. Then it will be x minus 2 into x minus 2 into x minus 40 plus 2x minus 8 equal to 0. So once we multiply these two, this is 1 cross 3 and this is 3 cross 1. So at last we will get 1 cross 1, that is one element. So this is the one element we got. Now it will be x square minus 48 equal to 0. Minus 2x plus 2x will cancel out. So here it is x square minus 48 equal to 0. Right? So it will be x square equal to 48. So answer will be, how much? What is 48? 6 8 ja 48, right? 6 8 ja 48. So it will be 4 root 3. 16 3 ja 48. So my x will be plus or minus 4 root 3. Okay, plus or minus 4 root 3. 16 3 ja 48. So 16 square root is 4 and 3 will be there. So plus or minus 4 root 3 is the value of x. So this completes 7th problem. Let's move on to problem number 8. Now let's move on to problem number 8. Problem number 8 is, there is a matrix X which is multiplied with this matrix which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a 2 row and 3 column matrix, that means 2 by 3 matrix. We will get minus 7, minus 8, minus 9, 2, 4, 6. So what is this X matrix? Okay. Before going into solving the problem, first let's determine what is the order of X. What is the order of this matrix? This is 2 by 3. What is the order of this matrix? It is 2 by 3. So what should, how many number of columns of number of rows of this equal to number of columns of X. Okay, number of rows of this matrix should be equal to number of columns of X. So X should have 2 columns, right? X should have 2 columns which is equal to number of the rows of the another matrix which is it is going to multiply. Okay, so it should have 2 columns. So how many rows it should have? So resultant is 2 by 3. So it should also have 2 rows as well. Okay, then only this 2 will go, you will get 2 by 3 as a resultant, right? So 2 by 3 is the resultant matrix when X is 2 by 2 matrix. So if X is 2 by 2 matrix, let's take X as A, B, C and D. Okay, this let it be as X matrix. Now we will put it over here and we will do the multiplication and we will solve the linear equations. So let's move forward. 4, 5, 6 equal to minus 7, minus 8, minus 9, 2, 4, 6. Okay, now let's solve these two matrices. Then we will get it as A plus 4B, 2A plus 5B, 3A plus 6B. Now C plus 4D, 2C plus 5D and 3C plus 6D. It's equal to minus 7, minus 8, minus 9, 2, 4, 6. Okay, it's equal to that. Now let's take two equations. Two variables are there, A and B. So let's take two equations in this. So one equation I will take this and one I will take this. So A plus 4B equal to minus 7 and 3a plus 6b equal to minus 9. Okay, now I need to solve these two, so I will multiply first with 3. So I will get it as 3a plus 12b. Now after that I will subtract, so 12 minus 6 is 6b equal to 7 is a 21, and after that you subtract plus 9 from that, so you will get it as minus 12. So b equal to minus 2. Once b equal to minus 2, you substitute over here, then you will get minus 8. So a equal to 1. So a equal to 1 and b equal to minus 2. So this is the solution of these two equations. Now another two equations for c and d. So these will be those two equations. So c plus 4d equal to 2 and 3c plus 6d equal to 6. Now multiply this with 3. So 12 minus 6, it will be 6d equal to 3 2 is 6, 6 minus 6 it is 0. So d equal to 0. Once d equal to 0, c equal to 2. So what will be my X matrix? So my X matrix is A, B, C, D. So what is the value of A? 1. B is minus 2. C is 2. D is 0. So this will be my X matrix. 1 minus 2, 2, 0. Okay. So this completes problem number 8. Let's move on to problem number 9. Let's move on to problem number 9. In problem number 9, matrix A is alpha, beta, gamma, minus alpha. This is matrix A. What is that? Alpha, beta, gamma, minus alpha. And A square is I. Then which of the following equation is true? Okay. We have to show that which of this following equation is true. That means 1 plus alpha square plus beta gamma equal to 0, or 1 minus alpha square plus beta gamma equal to 0, 1 minus alpha square minus beta gamma equal to 0, or 1 plus alpha square minus beta gamma equal to 0. So we have to show which of these options are true. So a square equal to I is provided. So let's do that. So what is our a square? A square will be alpha, beta, gamma minus alpha. This is our a. Another will be alpha, beta, gamma minus alpha. This is equal to 1, 0, 0, 1. Okay. Are you getting it? Chalo. Now alpha square plus beta gamma. So alpha square plus beta gamma. After that alpha beta minus alpha beta, it will become 0. Alpha gamma minus alpha gamma, it will become 0. It is beta minus alpha alpha square plus beta gamma equal to 1, 0, 0, 1. Okay. What we had done? We had multiplied these two 2 by 2 matrices. So we will get a square as alpha square plus beta gamma 0, 0, alpha square plus beta gamma. This is equal to identity matrix 1, 0, 0, 1. Then alpha square plus beta gamma equal to 1. Just compare these two matrices. So you will get as 1 minus alpha square minus beta gamma equal to 0. So where it is? This is the option. Option C. 1 minus alpha square minus beta gamma equal to 0. Right? Okay. This completes problem number 9. Let's move on to problem number 10. Okay. Let's move on to problem number 10. Problem number 10 says if A is a square matrix such that A square equal to A. Okay, A square is equal to A. Then 1 plus A whole cube minus 7A. What is the value of I plus A? Sorry, it is an identity matrix. So I plus A whole cube minus 7A. What is the value of that? So it's equal to, first option is A, 1I minus A or 3A. So we have to show that. So let's solve it. So I plus A whole cube minus 7A. This is equal to, what is this A plus B whole cube? A cube plus B cube plus 3AB, 3 into A into I will become 3A. A into I will become A. Bracket A plus B, I plus A minus 7A. Okay. So A plus B whole cube, A cube plus B cube plus 3AB bracket A plus B minus 7A. So this is equal to, I cube will be I, okay, plus A cube. So A square equal to A. So what will be A cube? A cube will be equal to A square into A. So A square is nothing but A. So A into A, again it is A square. So it will become A. So A cube is also A. Okay, A cube will be written as A square into A. A square is equal to A as given in the problem statement. So it will become A into A, which is A square. Again it will become A. So A cube will become A. Now you multiply this 3A inside, then 3A. A into I is A, so it will become A. 3 into A square, it will become again 3A, because A square is nothing but our A. A square is equal to A, so 3A square will become 3A minus 7A. So it will be I plus 7A minus 7A. 7A got cancelled, so answer is I. So answer is C, I. Okay, understood? This completes 10th class. Also, this completes today's class as well. If you are happy with the content, please press like, share and subscribe. To be connected with my videos, press the bell icon. And for the further questions, please stay connected. Thank you.